Thomas, everybody else, welcome. Happy Thursday.
Happy Friday Eve. So excited. Right. Happy 1 week to Thanksgiving.
I know. Can you believe it? That thing snuck up on us.
Halloween felt like 2 days ago.
Yeah. I'm still tired from chasing the guy that stole my candy bowl. It was just the other day, I swear. Oh, it's good. I do like the changing of the weather. The seasons has gotten it's gotten that cool weather. Like for North Carolina, at least, this is what I live for. It's like it's never too hot, never too cold. There's like a month where it gets a little chilly, but we're like in the sweet spot right now. So yeah, it's shorts weather, but you're not worrying about sweating to death. So,
amen. As you know, I'm a bit of a weather fan. So we've had nothing but unseasonably warm weather leading up to just a couple days ago, and it doesn't make it feel like the holidays because it's still so warm. I'm wearing a tank top and shorts, getting bit by mosquitoes while I'm mowing the lawn in mid-November. It's not supposed to be happening, but yesterday it was fantastic. The temps dropped, rain blew in, huge wall cloud went right through town, caused some damage action there. So we had some severe weather, but it dropped the temps. And today we've had on-off rain, it's breeze, cool temperatures. I put on a very thin hoodie at one point in time this afternoon. It was still a little warm and humid. I was getting a little zealous with things, so I had to take it off. Still in shorts and a t-shirt, but it's coming, and they're saying our big cold front that we're used to already having by now, we usually get around Halloween or just after. It's supposed to hit right about Thanksgiving.
It's a good time for it. That's football weather, right?
That's perfect to eat a bunch of food, cool weather, nap time. I mean, that's
for me. Football weather is about 70 degrees right in front of the sofa. That's
that's ideal playing conditions.
Big TV, no interruptions. No, it's awesome. Well, that's wonderful. The weekend is almost upon us, and it's good. I'm not sure if you saw. I think you mentioned I did a little members only live stream for the first time tonight, just to make YouTube happy. Like
content.
They've been bugging me for almost 5 weeks now to do this, so I did it, and my cat attacked me. My cat literally was speaking up for all the gray people in chat. I'm just like, this is wrong. And so I've got like scars and cuts and things on my arm. The last time, never going to do that again.
Did you end up giving him some food or something? Is that what he wanted? I know you mentioned it. Could you tell, or did he take off after you ended your?
He took off, but he was all purring. He was just happy, just wanted to be around me. And then wow. As soon as I went live. So, yeah, that happened. Luckily, it was dark, so nobody saw it. By the end of it, there was just like blood dripping down my wrist. Yeah, good times. Good times.
Oh, nothing better than a cat or two, as they say.
Yeah. You've got a few pets yourself. It's all good, happy days at your place, right?
Yes. No, not anymore. We've those that have watched the show remember Mango, the little parrot.
Oh, cute bird.
Yeah, precious. So when we got him, he's a little banged up, and they didn't know if his flight feathers would grow back or not. There was no guarantee, et cetera, et cetera. Well, his flight feathers are back. He can fly throughout the house. He's doing tremendous. But a lot of times my daughter would come out and say, "Hey, will you babysit Mango?" Because he would wake up from a nap and he's loud. He's letting everyone know he's awake. He's ready to eat or play, whatever it might be. And so she would put him on my shoulder, and whatever chores I'm doing in the garage or washing a car or you name it, he would just hang out. Great little companion. Now that he can fly, apparently he's too big for his britches, and he hates me. He absolutely hates me. The last 3 times I've interacted with him, he's bit me, and they play bite or they bite because they're mad bite. And he has bit me so hard the last 3 times that it's an angry bite. The last time he bit me, he jumped over, came and bit me right in the forehead. So both parts of his beak cut me. And so I had 2 dots of blood coming down my forehead. And so now if she walks through the living room and he's on her shoulder, he side eyes me. And he'll fly over at me and try to attack me and bite me, bites my ears. And
You have to run for cover in your own house.
Yeah. So the little dude that I would babysit and loved, he was so cute and we'd play. He hates me for some reason now. All he sees is me standing there, wants to attack me, no matter what I'm doing. He just wants to attack me. So no more mango on the live stream and hanging out.
Are you going to do something about the flight feathers, or is that?
No, because our daughter's working with him and doing some bird training. She's really, really good about working with animals and teaching them and training them and doing things. And so it's actually really cool. She started in the garage, putting him down on this little soft mat we have, and she would backpedal away and then call him over, and then he'd fly over and land right on her finger. And now he flies around in circles like twice and then lands on her finger. So we're going to leave it for now and see. She's very cautious about our other animals ever being around him if he's not in his cage and all. So we're going to leave it for now. It's hard, right? You got a bird that can now fly. That's cool. He's probably wanted to do this his whole life. So to take that from him, it's like,
he cannot just fly. He's got his favorite chew toy every time you come through as well. So
yeah,
that's
it's
awesome.
great. But real quick, there's if you want to explain, it's got a few people in chat have explained not liking the vertical, and if you want to let them know kind of what's going on and why that's there.
About that, if you're seeing a big black window with a little us in the middle of it, you're watching the vertical, the mobile version. There are 2 live streams up right now, both of them on YouTube. So if you go to the YouTube channel, you can switch to the other one and see it in the full widescreen. It's designed for vertical, so if you're on a phone, that's the format. So StreamYard pushes that out on both vertical and the traditional way you used to see us. So you just have to make sure you subscribe to the channel so you don't lose us, and go to the channel and go to live, and you'll see there's a vertical and a widescreen. Go to the widescreen, should fix it. So
perfect. There you have it.
That should help. But if you are watching on the mobile, welcome. It does bring a few more eyes to the podcast that haven't seen it before.
Some unfortunate suspects, victims.
Victims. I'm not sure what I was going to call them. Victims is a good word for it, though. So welcome, and then it does. All the chat comes in together, so we can see it. We can see both sources at the same time. But that's it's wonderful. So hopefully we get that sorted out, and it works out. I'm watching my mobile phone. It looks better on the verticals, and it looks better on the vertical stream. Nice. I think for mobile it works better that way. But
Gary says, speaking of cats, I brought a stray home. Just found out it wasn't a stray. Whoops.
So the neighbors showed up and said, "I can't help but notice you've been playing with Fluffy. We'd like her back.
We'd like our cat back, please."
We had that when we had when Kiki first came around. Our neighbors came over and said, "Have you seen our cat? It looks just like the one you guys had around here." But Kiki actually showed up, and the neighbors were like, "Oh, that's not it." Like similar style, but ours is much bigger.
Oh, okay.
And so we did not take our neighbors. Well, we might have, but not that neighbor's cat.
One of our 2 showed up, and it was summertime, and we had too many animals. I'm not letting this dude in the house. No. But it was so hot, and he wouldn't leave our patio. So we had cold water, then the food, and then my wife bought an animal cooling blanket that you can put water in, like cold water and ice and free, and set out there, and they can lay on it. I mean, the whole 9 yards for this cat, right? Mm-hmm. And then we I forget what happened, but I finally kind of caved, even though I'm the softie with animals also. So I'll just let him in. But the next day, finally, through social media, we found the owner. Mm-hmm. It's 3 houses down and just right across the street.
You just got muted. You just went silent. I can finish the story.
Can you hear me now?
I can hear you now.
That was weird. And so
you're on a different mic, though.
I love tech. This is just phenomenal.
It's great.
Just awesome. Okay. How about now?
You're back.
We're back on the Roadcaster.
Neighbor across the street.
Yeah. So we brought the cat back, and they said, well, this was one of the kids we had living temporary through school, whatever. She gave it away, and then it came back and kind of just held it around the neck and kind of heaved it back into the house from the front door. And we were looking at each other like, oh, they don't love the cat. And so the next morning, it was about 6:15. I got up and our front door, it's a glass front door, and the cat was just standing there looking in the house. He was back. So I opened that door and said, "Welcome home, dude." Closed it behind me.
Guess where you don't have to go again.
Yeah. So he's been ever since. He's an awesome cat. He's more like a dog in his demeanor and his behavior. So that he's been a blessing in our household. We love him.
I know we're supposed to talk about stories, but one more thing. My daughter in the morning meets up with some other school kids before school and they hang out for just a little bit.
Yeah.
And one of the kids got a puppy.
Oh, and that's been a topic of conversation in your house for a while.
Yeah. Scratch off the Christmas list. Every other item is now gone. There's only one on the list now. I don't know what to do.
So your biggest thing was you don't want to have to pick up after the dog.
I just want a dog that doesn't poop.
There are companies
with all the technology. There's got to be.
They have robot dogs. Anyway. Well, speaking of kiddos, I'd like to give a quick shout out. A good friend of mine, first time watching the show, and
awesome.
We just kind of reconnected here in the past few days, and his name's Justin. Hi, Justin. And even bigger fan is his daughter, who is one of the sweetest little gals ever. Loves playing golf and all that. Just a bundle of joy and big energy. But Willow is who I want to give a big shout out to. She's watching tonight for the first time ever. So hi, Willow. Thank you for watching. And I hope you enjoy it. And if
Willow, don't hold this against Thomas. Don't hold this against Thomas. I make him do this. Thank you for being here, Willow and Justin, both of you. That's awesome to have you here. And good luck on the golf course. That sounds great.
Yeah. Absolutely. But why don't you start with the story number one, because this one you're a fan. You're a big time fan.
I am. I'm a fan, and this is I believe this is out of Canada, and I always like a good story out of Canada because Canadians just know how to do things right. And this is one that involves public transport. And some countries do public transport in a big way. I spent some time in England, and that's how you get around. More people ride the tube or the bus or something than have a car. But in Canada, they have a bus system as well, which is pretty effective. And in this one particular area, the bus pulled over for the driver to get a quick break. But the bus did not stop and wait for the driver because another man got on the bus and put it in gear and began the route and started driving. He was not a bus employee. He was not a bus driver. He literally...
But he wanted to be.
I would say hijacked, but there was no threat involved. There was no weapon. He just commandeered the bus and became a bus driver for the day. And the bus was not empty. The bus had a handful, almost a dozen passengers on there who noticed that something wasn't right. But at the same time, it was, because this man hit all the stops. He let passengers off the bus. He let people on the bus. He did not let people on the bus that didn't want to pay the full fare. He collected the appropriate dues, and eventually he did get caught, and without incident. But an unauthorized driver, basically, it's like a job application, but the company you're applying for doesn't know you're applying, right? He's like, look what a good job I can do. They should hire him. He probably was on time more than the regular guy, and he probably enjoyed it more, which is happy employees.
What if he was literally trying to get a job there and he was getting denied? So that was his ploy of, I'm gonna just take the bus and they can watch how good I do.
Yeah.
I mean, I would love an interview with that guy. What was the sole purpose of what you're doing and why you did it and why you chose to do the things you did while you did them?
The other writer said that he handled the bus with surprising skill.
There you go.
He did veer off the course a couple times, and the riders at this point, not threatened at all, helped him guide him through the roads to get back on course to continue the route. So he went down some side streets, and the passengers supplied directions. This is like the most Canadian thing ever. He's like, hey, somebody hijacked the bus. Oh, sir, you'll want to turn right up here and get back, and then it's a left, and then straight ahead, and then the second right. Love
The
it.
most polite hijacking of all time ever.
Yeah.
That's, like you said, that is the most Canadian thing ever.
He is going to get charged with theft, obstruction, and some other offenses, but he will not get charged with failing to collect proper dues, proper fees for bus ridership, for missing a stop, or even being late.
No stealing of funds, nothing.
The schedule. He was playing by the rules, and he was a good sport about it. So, unfortunately, the law still frowns on that behavior, so not recommended.
Indeed.
2 out of 10, do not recommend.
2 out of 10, do not recommend. I really love that story. That's fun. It makes me try to wonder. We've covered stories before of criminals doing dumb things, but in a polite way. But it's not jogging my memory of which specific things.
I was just thinking the last time we covered a bus story, it had its own music with it, and it was a police chase involving a bus in cornfields and everything. We put this music to it because it was somewhat entertaining, mostly because nobody got hurt.
School bus through the fields.
Oh yeah, it was beautiful. It was wonderful. No kids on board.
It was wild. I saw a meme today. Someone posted, actually in the RA Facebook page, and it said, I really want someone to steal a donut truck and go on a high-speed chase just to watch all the police officers chasing a donut truck.
That would be the best.
And it made me think, how can I set that up with my law enforcement friends to make a video of that?
You need one of those Dunkin' delivery, those little mini, what are they called? The transit vans or something they use to drop off donuts at the gas station or whatever.
Yeah. Get in one of those, find a road for decent amount of time and get a drone airborne, because you got to get the aerial view. You know, when you got the news choppers, that's what makes everything better. When they do the pan out and you see the 8 or 9 units following close behind a donut truck. And in the meme, the photo was perfect because the donut truck was literally like the old school ice cream truck style with a giant donut mounted on top. I mean, that's the perfect visual watching it. And sorry, Officer Brian, if you're watching.
If you could pit them into a coffee shop or something, that's like the final location. So you have everything all together. You get the trifecta. That would be perfect.
That would be good.
I would pay to watch that. That's awesome. So Canada, watch. Say hello to your bus driver. You never know, might be a hijacker.
Never know.
He'll probably get you on time anyway.
Speaking of food,
yes.
What was it? Burger popped a question and King said yes.
Burger King,
Illinois, a couple. Joel Berger proposed to Ashley King.
Oh, that's his real name.
Joel Berger.
Oh, that's her name, real name.
Ashley King.
Is she going with the hyphenated real?
Oh, should do the hyphenation.
He should get her name and she should get his.
Yes.
Joel Burger King and what was her name? Ashley.
Yeah, Ashley King. The couple met in kindergarten in Illinois.
Okay.
Made it that far. Decided to get married.
That's a long courtship.
Long time. They got engaged, made their announcement in their local newspaper, and to which Burger King got a hold of and saw. And I saw a thing to pounce.
They took a picture like in front of the Burger King for like the wedding announcement. It's like, hey, we're getting together.
Correct.
This is social media gold for the company, for Burger King.
100%. And they decided, I've never heard of this or seen it from a fast food chain, but they went in and sponsored this wedding. Burger King. Imagine getting a letter from Burger King corporate saying, we would love to sponsor your wedding. You think it's a joke when you get it?
Because of their names, I think they knew it wasn't. But
true.
Of all the places you'd want to get a letter from, could I not get like the steakhouse, like the fancy steakhouse downtown, or maybe like at least somewhere that serves lobster, instead of a company that's known for its star product being something that it isn't.
Yes,
it's fake.
So. It's yeah, and so the couple said yes. Let's do it. Let's play with this. Let's have fun. And Burger King did not disappoint. And I'm talking Burger King logoed cufflinks for the wedding party. Burger, not King, but burger themed socks. You've got like the bun, the lettuce, the tomato, the meat. I mean, all that on
This whole sandwich stack going up the ankle.
the whole thing. Mason jars with the Burger King logo, stuffed with nice linen napkins. They went on to the groomsmen had Burger King undershirts under their suits with the
Like
Burger King
Superman. So they can
crowns. That's exactly what they did. They opened up their suits to show the undershirt, and they had the crowns on. And I mean, just phenomenal. The whole Burger King gamut. They took over the whole wedding, and it was a big wedding. I think there was some 26 odd people in the wedding party, let alone. And Burger King said, "We're all in."
I wonder if they paid for the rest of it as well, or if they just sent the freebies. Was it like a big swag bag, or did they say, "Hey, we're covering the whole thing, honeymoon and all. Just send us the bill."
King caught wind of the tasty match. The company told him in April they would pick up the wedding tab.
Ooh!
Plus, the company
house
provided the personal yo-yos, mason jars, Burger King crowns, and other
yo-yos.
gifts.
They gave away wedding
The
yo-yos.
whole shebang. I mean, what else do you want?
That is awesome. That is really cool. First, I guess that's the first fast food sponsored wedding.
At least to do it that big. I mean, I'm sure someone wrote a please, I beg you, can you help me in my wedding? You know, we could use the help, and they probably got some food donated or something. But to pick up the tab and give all the gifts, the socks, the shirts, the crown, cufflinks.
That could be, I mean, that's 5 digits. It can be 6, depending on the wedding, how elaborate it was. It can be extremely expensive.
Correct.
Wow. Now, chat, question for you. I can think of a lot of wrong answers as to who would.
Greeners nailed it.
I can think of a lot of companies I would not want to sponsor my wedding, but which one would you want to sponsor?
Oh, are we sticking within fast food, or are we just going?
No.
I'm worldwide industry.
If I could swing it with my wife, I'd say Cabela's. Give me a Cabela's wedding. I
thought you said to not sponsor. You could think of how much you would like to.
I know of a lot I don't want to sponsor my wedding, like bail bondsmen, for instance. Not a sponsor. Defense attorneys, divorce attorneys,
family law of Wichita Falls. That's don't sponsor me, please. I don't need that.
But which one would you want?
Like if I had one shot and one shot only, to who is going to be my title sponsor? Oh man, that is tough. But if I could really get Amanda to agree on Thrive Pickleball, I'd be so ecstatic.
You might have to get 2 sponsors and let her to choose the other one. If she's going to go that way.
Their apparel, their paddles, everything is just phenomenal. No, if I could find one that would be conducive to the two of us. Oh gosh, that's so hard. I don't know. That is a very hard question. Can I pick Amazon?
Yeah, somebody already had that in chat. I think it was Legally Blonde. A big fan of Amazon. That basically covers your bases, right? Because anything you want, they can get you pretty much.
My dad chimed in and says Ducati.
Yes. Matching, hopefully his and hers that's what I want. Ducati makes high-end super sport motorcycles.
Well, I could get the motorcycle, then we could get the old steel motorcycle or steel horse for me. Then she get a real horse, and we'll get a Ducati saddle or something if we can. I don't know.
There you go. The brand on the saddle, call it good.
Yeah, that's a tough one because you're trying to appease two people that have common but also separate interests. So you want to take advantage of that. Cabela's is a good one. That one's really good. I think honestly, I could probably go with NRS. That's an equine brand, but I could, so she can get gear, but there's also apparel as well. So I can fill my wardrobe and be happy. But I don't know.
John Davenport says, my first marriage, we had a pizza tiered cake. My family owned a pizza shop. So basically you were the first fast food sponsored wedding, John.
That's perfect.
That's awesome. I love that. Adam and Eve. I think that's pretty much every bridesmaid, whatever party, what do they call those? What's the What's the party that the women get together and have before the wedding? Is it brides?
Bachelorette party.
Yes, that's the one. I wasn't invited for some reason, possibly because of my
Ideal.
gender, but but that. So good suggestions. All Hobby Lobby. Is there one company that would just fit both? I guess Amazon it would be the one that fits everybody, right? It's one size
Because
fits
it has
all.
everything, yeah. But okay, let's chop it down. We can think of 100 ones we don't. What's one major corporate company you would not want to sponsor you?
It's a construction company that I used to actually sell their product.
Not fans of the show, I assume.
Well, they're big fans, but not. It's called Big Ass Fans is the name of the.
Oh,
they make great fans for huge buildings.
we have them in our barn. We have 2 of them.
Yeah, they're incredible. It's like mini airplane wings, like 15 feet long that just turn slowly and just churns the air beautifully.
And their commercials have donkeys in them, talking donkeys. It's phenomenal.
But I think that would probably not be the. We'd stay cool at the wedding, in the suits and everything. But I don't need.
Mine would be Service Master. I don't need them to clean up a giant mess.
Like Rug Doctor.
Yeah, that's what they come and do, like home restoration after a disaster, basically is what they do. If you have a fire in your house, a flood in your house, they come clean up shop.
I guess Sherwin-Williams. I don't know. Cover the earth. Free paint for all wedding guests. Oh, there are a couple. Cheesecake Factory.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
Bunny Hop Waste Management. Yeah, that's one I wouldn't have won either. That's a good one. Mom of 3 for sure.
Anything plumbing related would be out. I think.
Yeah, Terminex.
Anything where their slogan is like, "We make your business our business." That's gone. That's out.
Oh.
All right. Now that we've insulted all the companies that might ever sponsor the show and program, let's move on.
Burger King, you still have a chance.
There's one possibility. Apparently, they're willing. They're scouring social media for opportunities. We just need to give them a chance.
That's right.
Well, speaking of food, and I guess I wonder what they served at the wedding. Honestly, I mean, I like the wedding dinner.
Oh,
It's got to be like.
I think they did real food. Sorry, Burger King. That wasn't a knock on your food. I think they did fancy. I'm going to just stop. Speaking of food.
There goes the last sponsorship.
The last chance we had at anything.
Just dwindling into nothing. Mm-hmm. All right. Well, speaking of food, this story goes to from wanting food to not wanting to be food. This one is out of on Washington. Is it Kamano Island?
Uh-huh.
Is that the right name? I've never been up there. The Pacific Northwest is a beautiful area. I've seen it as a kid, and my son spent some time up there, and I just absolutely loved it. But I haven't found a reason to get up there for some reason. But I do like it. But this there was a group out actually watching whales on the coast, looking for killer whales and everything else, whatever big whales they can see when they're out watching stuff. They're on the boat, and they see some activity, and lo and behold, a seal getting chased by killer whales pops up on their boat, like climbs on the boat. And so the whales are just
hello.
Like, no. They're like, hey, we made a new friend. And this has happened more and more. I guess in the wild, the seals will, look for an ice floe or for land or something to get up to, because the whales don't do well out of water, as one would expect.
Mm-hmm.
But in a pinch, a boat will do. So it's a cool experience for the people on the boat, until you read the other stories about what killer whales have started doing to boats lately.
Smashing boats.
First they break your rudder or the motor, and then they just slowly start taking you apart. And once they're done, you're in their environment.
Mm-hmm.
So, but
I've seen. Have you seen some of those videos besides the story we're showing, where they'll hop up and guys going, "Oh, hey, buddy," and they're so grateful to be on board and saying, "Thank you so much. Here I am." But then I feel like, so when do they know that the coast is clear for them to?
Yeah, you stopped recording. What happened next? I'm sure you didn't take the seal home, right?
Right.
And whales are incredibly patient. Is there another video? It's like, hey, circle of life. is that out there somewhere? He just
Yes.
didn't share that one on social media.
Uh-huh.
But man, it says at half an hour, the seal came closer. After they first saw it, came closer. The watchers said the orcas circled the boat in search of the seal, but gave up and left after 15 minutes.
He's cute too. There's a little thumbnail of the YouTube video they got of it sitting there. He's just sitting there smiling, hanging out. Just looks like a dog sitting on a couch. I mean, loving life.
The seal stayed on the boat. They started up the engine, headed back towards shore. The seal stayed on the boat until it got close to shore, and then it just jumped off and took off.
It's shallow enough here. That whale can't get in here.
I can take it from here, guys. Thank you.
Yeah. Oh, that's awesome.
But the problem is, the more times this happens, the whales are learning that we've picked a side.
Correct.
And it's not their side. We're holding food back from them, and pretty soon someone's going to go out in a boat, and the whale's like, I know what they're going to do. They're going to steal my seal. Yep. They're going to take preemptive action.
Get rid of that boat now.
No whale watching for me. I just crossed it off my bucket list.
Yeah. I hope he left a good review. More action on the West Coast and in the ocean. Mysterious bubbling off the coast of California, Hermosa Beach, I believe. It led residents to think there was a large tuna presence. Even leads down to continuing with whales. Whale farts, flatulence taking place in the area.
Was this like a think tank that came up with this? Whale farts?
I doubt.
What could be making the bubbles? I've got an idea. I mean, where is this an observed behavior that we see somewhere else? I've never seen a whale fart. Maybe I'm just not searching the right terms on YouTube, but
I've seen plenty of bubbles in the ocean, but I've never known where they came from, where the origin was. So I've never been scuba diving and physically watch a whale fart. So I don't even know if they do or if they can.
A large part of me does not want to know. It's just I'm not curious in this area, and it strikes me that someone else is like, it must be this. We've seen the bubbles. Speaking of
large, how big would a bubble of a whale fart be? I mean, it's got to be massive.
It was probably enough that multiple people observed it. So either it went on length and duration, or there was a massive amount of air. One of the two.
So speculation, as we're doing now, goes on for a while. Turns out to be just local construction. This was actually educational for me. I'm thinking construction right off the coast.
Underwater construction?
Yeah, and I'm trying to think, well, they're not dredging out an area because you see machinery and you see long pipes. I mean, that gives everything away. So there's no way to speculate. You know what's going on.
Oh yeah, they'll do revitalization of beaches, like on the coast here. They'll suck up sand from out in the ocean and spit it up here.
Bingo. Yep. It's a big thing, especially anywhere near bays and marinas and things like that, because the fluctuation of tide and movements and all that. So you got to make sure there's still room for the ships, boats, and marine, all that. Yes. Unruly Julius's underwater welding. I've seen that. Used to hire those folks out in San Diego to do what they have to do. But at the second token, there's equipment, there's stuff around. It's not just out in the middle of nowhere. But so it being construction, they were working on fiber optic lines that run from China to the US. Did you know they have fiber optic lines running through the ocean? It says not
air through China, fiber optic lines. It must have been like the conduit the fiber optic goes through.
Right. But I didn't know we had fiber optic running from Asia to the US via ocean.
I know we do have like transatlantic cables. I didn't know it was going like Pacific direction as well, but it stands to reason. You might as well. You know how long that coil has got to be?
Unbelievable.
The spool to go from one side to the other.
Yes. I did not know that. I went, holy moly, that's insane. So they're working on area, and so it's creating all the bubbles. And so, I mean, it's not as exciting as whale flatulence or anything else. But
we still need to answer the question about the whale farts. I volunteer to not be tribute. Someone else can have this on their Google search history. Get somebody. Here we go. Just Google. Just
Google
Stephanie
says
says
whales
Google
fart.
says whales fart.
All right. And we apologize to everyone's algorithm because you're listening to the show. And tomorrow, when you get on Facebook and YouTube, you're bound to have something pop up, and that's our fault. And we apologize.
Some scuba divers video. Guess what I saw when I was down? Yeah.
Yep.
That's interesting. Well, that's cool. Fiber optic cables. I think initially they had like a cable that went across for like the telegram and stuff, right? And telephone lines that they stretched across the Atlantic Ocean between Europe and New York or something. And I guess like sharks would bite it, and then you'd have to fix the cable somehow or lay down a new one.
Right.
Well, now I have to Google.
Here we go. Statement from Rick, who's overseeing the contract work, said Meta, the parent company of Facebook, is planning to add a line in the coming months, and part of the preparation process is blowing air through the line to ensure ducts are working properly.
It's Zuckerberg. Zuckerberg's blowing hot air into the ocean and making it look like whale farts, people.
Mm-hmm.
That was the headline that they buried deep in the story.
They missed. Yep.
So it's like a Zucker fart. Is that so what we can call these? So I guess no alarm. But if you see the bubbles,
you're about to get timed out on Facebook.
No worries. I know. I think we just got demonetized. Let's jump to something that's usually safe. We've been here before without too much incident, but our favorite record-breaking. What do you call this? A record-breaking record holder. So a record-breaking record holder. He both holds the record and then he breaks it. Has set another one.
Someone in chat. Oh, never mind. I was going to say someone in chat say his name before we do.
Oh, sorry.
No, it just last minute.
David Rush. This one just came out November 17th. So we've got, this is this week. He says that he spent a night out at a pizzeria. I'm guessing alcohol was served. And it led to him breaking another record for the most bowling balls carried while on a unicycle.
Shout out. Computer just died. Shout out Roy, our podcast guest, that gifted me a unicycle at one point in time.
So now if we can just gift you a couple bowling balls, you might be able to take this over. I want to see how many it would take.
I couldn't sit on it holding on to the wall.
No, you have to pedal. You can't be stationary. You've got to be riding.
Yeah, I'm old enough now. I don't want to break bounds. I was not going to give it to college try. There's a reason Roy gave it to me for free.
Well, Rush did his investigation and his Google search, and it said something like, how many bowling balls has someone been able to hold well right in a unicycle for at least 10 seconds? The answer was 6. 6 was what the current record is. I struggle holding just one bowling ball, and let alone throwing it the right direction at the lanes. But 6 bowling balls while riding a unicycle. He was able to break the record by carrying 7 bowling balls while riding his unicycle for the required amount of time, which was 10 seconds.
Great question by Lynn. How many pounds were the bowling balls? Because, you've got 8 to 12 to, I don't know the big range, but I know they're in that area. That's a big difference.
You know how you hold a bowling ball, right?
Yeah.
You have to jam your finger in it.
Oh, he's got a finger in every bowling ball. How?
Well, gosh. He's got one under each arm, right?
Yeah.
So there's 2. And then you've got sort of one, like your hands are on your legs. So there's one between your hand and your leg, just wedged there. That's 3, 4. Now you need to account for 3 more bowling balls that will be on a thumb, on the middle finger, and your pinky, or no, probably just a thumb and a middle finger. I think he could do 8, honestly, when I think about this. I think 8 is...
No.
Because you've got the 2 under the arm, the chicken wing one. You've got 2 on your legs that you're holding in place with your hands, like on your lap, right? I'm trying to demonstrate here, but it goes like this. You've got one under each arm, right? One under each arm. And then your hands are on your legs. And so like right down here, you've got a bowling ball in place. And then you've got at least 2 per hand. So I'm counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 to do the anyway. I think he's breaking the record slowly because he could do more. And that's not even accounting for ones that you might be able to balance, say like in a pyramid shape where you're holding the ones at the bottom, but you don't necessarily have to, you have to have somebody lob it to you so you can catch it, which could be tricky.
We know he has a team, so it's possible.
I predict 8 is going to be the new record and probably will stand for a while. I might have flipped all you off while I was demonstrating. I do apologize. That was not the intent. But congratulations, David Rush on they've stopped counting. They just say more than 300.
Yeah, for weeks and weeks. Everything we've covered on David Rush, that's all it says, more than 300. They don't keep track.
He doesn't even know. It's the process of breaking the record and getting it like verified and then getting the award. There's so many happening for him that he's not really sure where he's at any moment. He have to like stop doing things for like a week or two before he can get a final count. It's like how I balance my checkbook. If you want to know how much money's in the account, just stop spending money for a while, and it's like, okay, that's how much. This is already much better at this than I am. But good stuff.
The guy's insane. It's becoming every week. He's got a story going on. We have to get him on the show. We've got to find a way. I feel we must highlight him more than anyone else.
Okay. Well,
besides the people we're stealing the articles from.
We know some things about him. He's on Google, so maybe a Google AdWord in the right category might reach him. So we could do an ad campaign. We know he eats at pizzerias, and he's from Idaho. So if we can do maybe some Google AdWords targeting pizza coupons in the Idaho area, and just be like David Rush, please be on the show type thing. There was a billboard in my community. I live very near Mr. Beast, and a lot of people. It's remarkable how many people move here in hopes of meeting Mr. Beast, or in hopes that they like. Some of them are delusional, some of them are a little crazy and a little scary, but they move here, and that's like their dream. I think is if I could just meet Mr. Beast, then he'd see what a great cause I'm supporting, and all of my dreams would come true, and financial back me forever, and I'd be great. That's the idea. But we do see billboards. People up, Mr. Beast, please call, and they put up their number or reach out to me. I'm like, nope. That's in the nope category.
That's the number one sign of I'm not calling you.
Yeah, it's like stalker alert.
Yes, that's exactly what that is. That's wild.
But if we can fly under the stalker radar and still reach David Rush, I'd love to have him on the show, or maybe even see if we could like collaborate somehow on an idea where we could help participate, or all of us could help participate in breaking a record and getting him that 350th or whatever it is. If you know a guy,
that would be phenomenal. Hashtag his name in the description. Smart.
Do you think he Googles himself to see all the stories?
Has to. Or he's got a team, so I'm sure they're keeping tabs.
He's got people that do this for him.
He's got people. He's busy. He's busy practicing. He doesn't have time to be on the interwebs. He's on his next one right now as we're talking about him, whatever record that we're going to talk about next.
The story is probably being written as we speak.
Yeah. Incredible. It's always goofy. I'd like to see a really cool, like, oh man, that accomplishes, that can change some lives, breaking that record. I mean, yeah, he can deliver a bunch of bowling balls on a unicycle right now to everyone that's waiting in the rental line. Phenomenal. Come on.
How many people really appreciate what he did?
Yeah. Apparently we did well enough to talk about it today. So
I have to be careful because he doesn't like, yeah, I heard the show. You were sort of mocking me. I'm never going to be on. So, David, we want to talk to you honestly. We think it's a fascinating venture you're following.
Indeed. I want to understand his mindset and his passion and why he chooses some and why he doesn't choose others.
Mostly I'm jealous of his Googling skills. Okay. Cause he's got his ability to look up a record. I'm sure he doesn't like just flip in the encyclopedia of Google records and like that one, what, how many leeches can one have attached to a body at the same time? I don't think you could do that anymore. You can't do the ones that are not safe.
His team does.
Yeah. His team's like, hey, you should try this. It's easy. We'll even bring the leeches.
You can do this.
Good stuff.
Oh, it's wild. Now, this next one is something I can get behind.
Okay.
I really like it. And it just so happens when I found it, this is on a nationwide news site. I didn't even realize at first that it's not far from my town, but it's a municipal court and library in Oklahoma, Chickasha to be exact, which I don't remember. I think it's an hour from me, hour and change. People with traffic violations, certain municipal offenses, and overdue library books. Instead of paying fines.
Why are those grouped together?
Yeah, I know. It's a small town. Let me preface that.
Okay. Traffic violations, overdue fines,
and certain municipal offenses. So parking tickets, maybe? Would that be? They're lumping them together.
Moving violations, non-moving violations, and
overdue books.
Late library books.
Well, those are all city fines, right? They're just written up differently. It goes to the same budget. Money.
Yeah, it puts the people who are just trying to better themselves and learn in the same category of like the average scoundrel who doesn't pay their parking tickets. I resemble that remark.
Yes.
That's why I have a problem.
There's a personal
go on. It is personal. I'll talk about that in a minute.
But so they're giving them options. Instead of paying your fine, donating food. Let's see, there's more to it. Let's see. To donate food in exchange for lowering or eliminating their infractions. I think that's kind of cool.
I do as well. I like it.
I like the idea. I don't know the rules and regulations surrounding it, like what types of food, which I can piggyback on this. I learned a whole lot about food donations last week from someone on a Facebook post that I never would have thought about. It was brilliant. But I'm sure there's rules and regulations around what type of food you can and can't donate and how much of it to do. And what's great is, a lot of those foods, your fine could be, let's say it's $200, right? The amount of food they're willing to take for you to lower that or eliminate, it's going to be less than what your fine is. So you put in some time and effort to go purchase that food, take it to the food bank and do it. I like the idea. I haven't sat on it long enough to think, well, what could go wrong here or that, but I think that's awesome.
Okay. Coming clean here.
Yes. Buckle up, folks.
My family uses the library a lot. By a lot. Like every week, we usually have more than 20 books, different books checked out from the library. So I put us in the higher user category of the library. We pretty much check out all the books at one point or another that they have.
You're on a first name basis with the librarians. You, your wife, your kids. I mean, they don't even need your library card anymore.
They're thinking about renaming the Dewey Decimal System after us.
Okay.
Accidents happen. Like books sometimes just vanish into the night, and I don't know why. I was pretty happy because our local library decided to do away with fines.
Okay.
And I guess the reasoning was it actually costs more to manage and collect the fines than we're collecting. It's costing us money. So we're just going to stop.
The history of your town that you've shared.
Yes.
That makes sense.
Town has some financial problems. We charge people to park at the park, but we don't charge them for overdue library books. And so we've loved that. But the alternative to, you can't just keep all the books and be fine. And so basically, if you don't return the book, then you just owe for replacing the book, period, the full price.
Okay.
So there's still a fine attached, and there's the incentive to find it. And we've at times we've had to be like, look, I don't know where this book went. It was a paperback copy. Here's the exact same paperback copy we got from Amazon. You can stick your little label on it and your little, because they use a little magic RFID thing inside the book. So they don't stamp the pages anymore like they used to, like the library card. They don't do that, and they don't scan the barcodes anymore. Now you just take the whole stack of books and you set it on this tray like a Circle K, and the AI machines reads all of them. It's like, okay, you're checked out, and you're done.
Sounds like something a town with no money should do.
We've invested heavily into our library books.
I love it.
I don't know.
That's wild.
I just don't like being grouped together with people who don't pay their traffic tickets.
Well, it's not people that don't pay. It's just someone that got a traffic ticket and they went, oh, shoot. It's overdue books. It's not overdue traffic tickets. It's just traffic violations, other
It,
municipal
it's just
offenses, or
it's a
overdue
slippery
writing.
slope is what it is. It's the slippery slope that our youth who are just inquisitive and learning are slowly getting branded as criminals by the system.
If you can't pay the fine, don't do the crime.
I do like the program. I stand behind it as well.
So donating of food, I learned quite a bit, and there's probably plenty in chat that are gonna look at me like I'm a dummy. Go, well, yeah, duh. But it were things that I didn't dawn on me. I've donated food before, with no forethought going into it. Just saying, okay, what are non-perishables, right? That are gonna last and be this and that, and do it. And I read something for someone, and I can't remember them all off the top of my head. This is not part of the script. Just this article reminded me of it, but it's a lot of people who receive these things like don't have can openers. That's a necessity. That's a thing. So get the pop top cans on any canned goods you're going to donate, because not everyone receives canned goods and can open them. And now they got to go find can openers and go that way. I never would have crossed my mind in that regard. Another was certain boxed mac and cheese or other noodles that call for specifically add milk and butter. A lot of folks only receiving food have
you
access
get the box
to
of
maybe
hamburger helper, and it's like just add, and if it's not just water, I hear you.
So it was thinking of things like that, of when you're going to donate food, of how can you make it not just this is a non-perishable item, but the easiest way to cook it that requires the less to add to it to make it the meal it's supposed to be. But like I said, there was more to it that I read and was, oh my gosh, yeah, I never thought about that. And I shared it on another post a few days later, and the feedback other people said, oh, I never thought about it. It struck me as, holy cow. I was sitting here thinking I was the only knucklehead that never thought that way or realized that could be issues. But it's a thing. Yeah. Pam Graham says cereal, but a lot of people don't have milk. And so they're getting cereals and stuff like that. So it's really wild to think about what is good food to donate that can last and they can utilize right away.
My family got the opportunity to help with Mr. Beast philanthropy at one of his warehouses, and his warehouse, you have to sign a non-disclosure to go in. So I can't tell you anything about where it is and stuff, but just know they're undercover. So you think you're pulling up to Bob's glass shop, and it's really a Mr. Beast business, and it has nothing to do with glass. Okay, they're undercover. He has to for security reasons.
Yeah,
and so we got to go in there, and it's awesome. I mean, like huge logos on the wall. We walk in rooms that have been signed by famous YouTubers and everything else that we've seen, and famous people and the sports people. It's great. We got to sign the wall, and we got to help out making those boxes that are just like because nowadays with the way the food pantries work, it's most effective if you can just have the car just pull through, and it's like a drive-through system. Mm-hmm. So there's a line of cars, and you just grab a box, you say how many you need, and boom, boom, load them up in the trunk, and they're gone. And they almost never stop, but you have to load the boxes manually. Yeah. And so we got to load the boxes, and it was like, okay, it would be like 3 out of that bin, 4 out of that bin, we need 2 of these, every box needs this and this and that. But there were items that get donated, like you said, that just for whatever reason are not good items for the receiving family. It makes things either difficult or they can't use it. And so it feels weird when you're there, looking at all this food that's going to go to the people who are in need. And they're like, help yourself to this bin. Just eat as much as you want because we got to throw it away.
Right. Can't be used.
Yeah. It's like, sorry, it's great food. Love it. Tastes good. But we just can't use it.
Right.
And so that's fascinating.
It really is. It's there's so many ways out there to help, and different ways of it, but then there's knowing how to help properly, which that's a whole avenue I can't dive down, because I would end up doing more wrong than probably helping, because I don't do enough research and finding things out.
Yeah, you can't put eggs in there, for instance. They're not good. They don't. Mama of 3 says, my mom, Mama B, who's 94, who is legally blind, uses our library, and I go and get audiobooks for her. My problem is sorting out the cartridges and cases because she puts them in the wrong cases every time. Love her. Mama of 3, Fun fact: when I was a boy, which was a few years ago, I won't say how many, my Eagle Scout project was working at the library for the blind, servicing the tape recorders that the blind people used to play, because they basically, you could get a free tape recorder to play these, but the tape recorders need to be serviced and battery packs changed out and things. And that's what I did for my Eagle project, and it got me my Eagle Award. So,
That's pretty cool.
pretty cool.
Small world.
Yeah.
That's speaking of helping people.
Yes.
For those of you that watch the show, whether it's first time or regular basis, Scott and I usually hop on a little bit early, do sound check, and make sure everything sounds terrible, and then we go live.
Yeah, we'll just wing it.
we just go with it. And then when the show is over, we usually hang out for a little bit, and it looks just like what you guys are seeing here. Just you guys can't hear us, and chat's gone, and we just kind of chit chat about personal lives or whatever's going on for a few minutes and hang out. And last week we did just that, and I don't remember what sparked the conversation, how it came about. Someone either in chat had sent something or part of a story. But it was there's money out there. Not everyone has some, but there's money out there that are owed to individuals, and there's a way you can find it and go claim it and get it. In fact, while I was talking with Scott, he started looking up some family members throughout these avenues and found that some of his family was owed some money.
All of them. Everybody in my family except for me.
There you go. And it falls under a category, and I'm going to let Scott jump into it and lead with it because he has the resource for you guys to find it and see it. But it can range anywhere from a cable company you hired 30 years ago owes you $20, and you had no idea. But some have jumped on, and it's from a prior apartment lease you had, and you overpaid for however long, Bob, and they owe you
your first and last month's rent that
stuff like
you
that.
Overpaid.
Yeah.
Or the job you retired from, and for some reason the shares you had earned, like the shares of stock, are they weren't able to contact you. You had moved or something, and it's there. We were going to put together a list of every single state, every single resource. Luckily, I found that there's this National Association of Unclaimed Property Administrators, which is unclaimed.org. That has, it's basically all the people who by law are required to put up the website. So all the different states that are required to run these websites are members of this organization, and this website can link you to your state. So it's super easy to search, and it literally gives you a map. For instance, I'm going to search for somebody I don't know. Well, let's see. You
can search mine if you want to.
Let's search for a criminal. Somebody who followed in court. Okay.
Let's search for a criminal's unclaimed property.
Yes, because they might not have been able to collect the property because they're currently incarcerated, right?
Yeah.
So let's do this. Let me see if I can. Oops.
While you do that, Lena H says my husband did this earlier this year and got over $1,000. It's yeah.
Okay, can you guys see this?
No idea.
I'm going to scroll down. There's a map. I think Brian Koberger is a safe one. Oops, I've broken it. We're going to go to Idaho.
But he's from PA. He's there.
He's from PA. Hang on.
And the big thing to remember for anyone that's doing this, Debbie F. Cook, Scott, what's the name of this website again?
This is unclaimed.org. And
Debbie, that's short for unclaimed property, meaning money, assets that sit out there. So you don't just want to search the state you are from or currently living in. You want to search, well, when you search the site, it's going to bring up everything, but it could be from any single state you have ever lived in your entire life.
Okay, I've got to, he was in Oregon. He was from PA, you said, right?
Yep. I have $88 from Oklahoma from my apartment complex up there.
Okay, but let me share this again so I can.
And for those that aren't familiar, the way the unclaimed property goes, whatever agency, company, wherever there was money there for you that you never claimed or got refunded, it ends up going and sitting in these accounts within that state and just sits and stays there. So the company that owed it to you doesn't still have it. It's now gone. It's within the state. And the state, every state's a little bit different, and there's protocols on how you claim to get this property back. But the site that Scott has found walks you through it if you do find money that's out there and that's owed to you. I think my brother found some, for him, and he did it. Scott, like you said last week, he started searching all his family members, and all of them had some sort of fund owed back to them. It can be minuscule, or it can be decent chunk of pay. That's money owed to you.
So I'm putting in Koberger Brian. I don't want an absolutely specific match, but I'm not a robot. And search properties. Let's see if this works. No properties match your search.
You want to? You can. I'll let you use mine, so you can show them, because I never claimed it, so it should show still that I have
It's a
it.
bit of a pain in the butt because every time it switches from the page I'm sharing to the state page, I have to reshare.
Oh, gotcha.
Which I didn't think through for some reason. Tech is hard. Tech is hard. I thought, yeah, this will work. Okay. Let me try me. That way I can't be. I used to live in Utah. How about that?
I'll say you can do mine because it's from a state I don't live in, so it makes it easier. But
yeah. Okay, let's share this one more time.
Lori Lee Annie says there is a Canadian version of this too, just FYI. Thank you for sharing that, because we do have multiple viewers that are not just US based, so it's important.
National Association covers Canada.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah,
awesome.
you can search. It covers Puerto Rico, the U.S. Virgin Islands. It covers everything. It's really cool. Okay, so let me see if I can share this. Wait for it. I've got to be on two different screens here. So here we go. We're going to search for me in Utah. There shouldn't be anything because I searched last week and there wasn't. But what it does after it does the search, does a query, and it doesn't just stop and say, well, we looked for the name Scott and it wasn't there. It's like, here are the names that are close to it that you might be listed under, because sometimes your apartment, your rent might have spelled your name wrong or something like that.
Right.
And they go through and they're like, oh, here's the amount. You've got $29 here, $110 there, $69 there. These are obviously not me. Oh, there's a Scott McIntyre. Look at this.
State Farm.
State Farm Mutual Automobile Insurance. $29.19.
Mm-hmm.
Where did that come from? It's not mine. I know this because my mom was my insurance agent. She was with Allstate. Okay. I'm pretty sure that's not my money. But it could be over $250. It could be thousands.
Yeah.
Thousands of dollars. And all it takes is a quick search, and you might have some money coming your way, which is great in time for the holidays or something like that. And here's the fun part. If you're good at like talking to people and you're like, hey, you start searching for all your friends. You're like, I found, hey, do you want $250? Tell you what, give me 10 and I'll tell you how to get it.
We were sharing this knowledge to help the people. Now we're turning this into.
Well, we're still helping the people. Just you're helping other people and yourself. But do make sure you're going straight to the website for your state, because there are a ton of middleman companies who just do just what I just suggested and charge fees.
Take money.
Say it'll cost money for us to search. It doesn't. Never
Correct.
pay any money to see if you have money waiting for you. So,
Kids X5 says website again, please. And I'll put it in chat. What's it?
The website is unclaimed.org.
There it is. Perfect. And I will throw it in chat real quick, so that way you guys can click on it, save it if you want to. But yeah, it's really cool. It's very interesting. It's out there. Like Scott said, it's not a scam. It's a real deal. You might have some money. You might not. You might have 29 cents. You might have $500. Who knows? But make sure to follow the site directly through that.org or a specific state site. That's .gov.
It's very easy if you Google this to find a company that's trying to be in the middle between you and your money.
Yep.
And they want to either take money up front to search or take money from your whatever's out there for you.
Bingo. So stay tight to this .org site or a .gov if you search it through your state specifically. What I have found is you type in whatever state you're in, unclaimed property, Texas, and then follow the .gov site of that if you can't figure out this nationwide site, and it'll walk you through it. If anyone's asking you for money to see the results or to claim it, it's not the right one. It does not cost you any money if there's money owed to you to claim it and get it. But anyways, it was
1 in 7 people have unclaimed money.
That's a lot.
And the state just wants to give it back. They can't do anything with it. Say, please take this off our hands. We'd like to get it back to you. So
1 in 7 people like this podcast.
I'm looking at the numbers, and I think that's accurate as well.
But, no show next week. Going to be Thanksgiving. We'll be with friends, family, being thankful for everything we have. And I know I'm thankful for this podcast every Thursday and for everyone in chat that's been making us laugh and giggle and whatnot. For
cry sometimes.
And cry and rethink what we're
mostly
doing.
Cry ourselves to sleep.
Yes. But thank you to all of you who hang out with us and come here and participate in chat, and those who don't and just watch. We love being here. We love doing this. So I'm thankful for you all.
Yeah, I'm super excited that the holidays are finally upon us. This is the best time of the year, time we get to spend with the families if we're able, or remembering times we spent with our families if we're not. So hope all of you have a great week next week. Thomas, thank you very much for all the hard work you put into this to make this possible, because this wouldn't happen without you. Only he knows how true that is.
No, it's not true.
Good luck with your bird. I hope the bird maybe comes around, because I know how much love you gave it and care and attention. And
we're broken up. We're done.
Yeah, so
I'm out of spite. I'm getting myself a bird.
Speaking of, I asked my wife to come exercise with me, and she didn't show up. So I guess it's not going to work out. At least we're not. So anyway, there you go. We got one in. You guys have a great night. Thanks very much. Have a great week. Weekend, if you have great plans. Black Friday is coming up. So if you need ideas of what to send somebody, it's anything you want on Amazon after clicking on one of our links. So that's the best thing you could possibly get somebody.
That wedding sponsorship's going to come in handy.
Yes. Thank you all. Thomas, have a great night. I know you've got a Stars game tonight you can watch.
I do. In just under an hour. Right about the time I'm falling asleep, the puck will drop. So
tomorrow morning when you check the score, hope it's good news for you.
Exactly. Awesome. Thanks, Scott.
Thank you very much. Have a good night, everybody. We will see you tomorrow. Looking for the button.